Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing video. Now believe it or not, there has been quite a lot of Animal Crossing news recently, so to save you time, I'm going to cover it all in one video today, including some news surrounding the future of New Leaf, some information on a brand new Animal Crossing game, and plenty of other headlines that affect Animal Crossing. So if you're excited to catch up on what Nintendo have been cooking up and what's in store for the Animal Crossing franchise, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. And let's get into it. Now there's lots to get through today, so be sure to stick around until the end, but one of the most exciting updates we need to discuss before anything else is the future of Animal Crossing New Leaf. At the end of August, the development team known as Pretendo, who are known for preserving online functionality for the Nintendo 3DS and other discontinued Nintendo consoles and online services, announced they have made the Dream Suite archive from Animal Crossing New Leaf available to the public. In short, this is all of the data of Dream Towns from New Leaf that they were able to collect in the lead up to Nintendo shutting down the 3DS servers, essentially preserving as many Dream Towns as they could. Now this is an archive and basically raw data, so probably not useful for most of us yet, but it's a step in the right direction when preserving Animal Crossing New Leaf, which also leads us to even more good news. I recently spoke with Pretendo directly, and I'm happy to confirm they are hard at work developing new servers for Animal Crossing New Leaf specifically, which eventually will bring back online capabilities for Animal Crossing New Leaf, such as visiting other people's towns again, and I'm assuming make use of the Dream Suite archive too. They've already successfully done this for the likes of Mario Kart and other top games, so it's nice to know Animal Crossing servers are also under development. But would you play New Leaf online on the 3DS again, or are you more excited about what the Switch's successor could mean for Animal Crossing? Let us know in the comments. Now, it is of course September, which means we are now only a little over 2 months away from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp shutting down. For those that missed it, Nintendo recently announced that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is of course the mobile version of Animal Crossing for smart devices, will be shutting down in November, with the entire app being discontinued and all online functionality ceasing operation. By the time Animal Crossing Pocket Camp closes its campsite, it would have been available for over 7 years and received almost daily updates for the majority of that time, so it had a good run. Anyway, this brings us to the good news, and with it being September means we're actually only 1 month away from finding out even more information about the future of Animal Crossing on mobile. During the announcement that Pocket Camp is shutting down, Nintendo confirmed a brand new version of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp will launch in the lead up to the shutdown date, with more information on this brand new game in October, so literally only a few weeks away. Of course, all we know at the moment is that this is an offline version of Pocket Camp, so people can save their progress, continue to collect items, hunt down villagers, and design their campsites, campers, and cabins. However, in October, Nintendo are expected to reveal exactly what this offline version will entail, what content is being cut, and what new features will be introduced to make this offline version an actual game. My guess is this will be a stripped back version of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, so without the online capabilities, but focus on allowing people to complete their catalogs and continuing their Pocket Camp journey, almost taking the game back to its roots and being more of a game you play for a few minutes here and there, rather than something you interact with every few hours online so you don't miss anything. Almost making it closer to the mechanics of New Horizons rather than a live mobile game, and personally, I'm all for it. I think it will be much less stressful, and I'm guessing include a way to obtain all the missing event items from the last 7 years, which is a lot of content. But of course we don't know for sure, so take my opinions with a pinch of salt. Nintendo will of course confirm these details in a matter of weeks, which is super exciting, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome, and I'm so happy they're making this available so people can keep their progress and continue to enjoy Animal Crossing on the go. Next up, we have a bit of a rumor that I wanted to briefly include surrounding the Nintendo Switch's successor that may affect retro Animal Crossing games. Now, it turns out some super clever people who are tracking anything and everything Nintendo in hopes of getting tiny tidbits of information about what the Nintendo Switch's successor might be have uncovered some information that suggests the Switch 2 might be closer to the Wii U rather than the Switch in terms of controller functionality, and allegedly, instead of a dock, apparently use the Switch itself as a second screen when used with a monitor or TV. Now, this is a whole thing. There's a Spawn Wave video that explains it better, which I'll link below, but in short, this would mean the Switch 2 could see two screens after all, like many of the earlier rumors suggested. And honestly, I can't see how this can't be true, because it would mean adding the likes of Nintendo DS and Nintendo 3DS games to their Nintendo Switch Online services super easy, which is the logical next step. Like, surely this is the direction Nintendo are heading. I'm sure they will want to make use of that entire back catalogue somehow. Anyway, I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. If Nintendo somehow make use of two screens with the Switch's successor, it likely means games such as Animal Crossing New Leaf and even Happy Home Designer could come to Nintendo Switch Online eventually, assuming they're not ported beforehand. So just a fun little rumor, which kind of makes sense, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Could you see yourself playing New Leaf on a TV with the second screen being on your Switch? Next up, even more LEGO Animal Crossing sets were recently announced, including Stargazing with Celeste for around $10 and made up of 78 pieces, and I'm guessing is going to be a huge fan favourite. Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop, which is of course inspired heavily by his pop-up shop at Harv's Island in Animal Crossing New Horizons. This set will retail for around $30 and is made up of 263 pieces. And finally, the Able Sisters clothing shop, which like Nook's is the largest of the three, retailing for around $40 and made up of 322 pieces. These sets are set to release in January 2025, just after the holidays. I'm not sure the release date means anything other than Nintendo trying to keep Animal Crossing in the forefront of our minds. So yeah, whether or not you're a fan of LEGO Animal Crossing, it is good to know Nintendo are still promoting the Animal Crossing franchise, and really, that can only be a good thing for the future as we enter a new console generation and of course a new year by the time these sets drop. And that's pretty much all of the Animal Crossing headlines for now. If you'd like any dedicated videos on these topics going into even more details, be sure to let me know in the comments. Don't forget, I've just finished a 30-day challenge in Animal Crossing New Horizons 2 over on my Let's Play channel, so be sure to check that out if that's something you're interested in. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to post Pocket in the comments just to let me know you did, and be sure to include if you're excited about the future of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, or if you're more excited about seeing New Leaf come back online. I'd love to know. Thank you so much to the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.